Good morning, skeleton crew. Some more people are coming in. Come on in. Welcome to Unity of Palm Harbor. My name is Mara, and I'm your platform assistant for today. So today we welcome back a favorite speaker and musician, Terrence Young. We all know Terrence. And today he shares a message about how gratitude changes the way we see ourselves, others, and the world around us. We get that, right? Let's allow his words as well as his wonderful music lift us higher to a higher and wider awareness of all our blessings. So I invite Terrence forward now to
join me in this time of contemplation. We say thank you, all that is, for this opportunity to come together. This opportunity to join our minds and our spirits, our connection. May the words that are spoken today, may the music that is played today, may it touch someone's heart. May it change someone's experience so they can see the world in a different light in this moment of now. We are grateful for this opportunity to be here, right now. In the name and in the nature of all that is, and so it is. Amen. There we go, okay. Usa. I invite you to join me in this time of meditation. Time where we relax our minds, relax our bodies, and just be here now. Find yourself a comfortable position in your chair. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. And just allow that presence of all that is to go and move through you. And when you're ready, we'll start by concentrating on our breathing. First, with a nice exhale, just Now I invite you to take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air, and release. Once again, take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air, and release. One last time, take a nice deep breath in, filling the lungs with air, and release it with a sigh. Doesn't that feel good? Now just allow your breath to take on a natural pattern and recognize you don't have to think about breathing. The presence of all that is breathing through you. And as we move into our meditation today, think about a simple phrase, a simple understanding. I'm grateful for all that is. I'm thankful for all that is. Recognize the power in that statement. It's the words that come after I am. I am grateful for all that is. I am grateful, thankful for all that is. When you speak that power into the universe, you are speaking to the highest point of yourself, the most powerful point of yourself, and you are bringing it into existence. Once we truly understand the power that exists within us, we can experience that gratefulness. We can experience that thankfulness right here, right now. I am grateful for all that is. I am thankful for all that is. Breathe that truth in. Breathe that knowing in. Imagine, if you will. Imagine if every single day when you wake up in the morning, you choose gratefulness. Imagine if every day you wake up, you choose to be thankful. You see, when we make that choice, it doesn't matter what happens. We've already decided, I'm choosing to be grateful for all that is. I'm choosing to be thankful for all that is. We have that power and we have that choice every single day. The only question is, what will you choose today? What will you choose in this moment of now? I am grateful for all that is. I am thankful for all that is. Breathe that truth in. Breathe that understanding in. And as we move into our silence today, if the mind starts to wander, just bring it back to this place, to this space, to this moment of now. In that truth, I am grateful for all that is. I am thankful for all that is. In the silence. So we bring our minds back to this place. We bring our consciousness back to this space. We say thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you for that understanding, for that truth. I am grateful for all that is, all of it. I am thankful for all that is, all of it. We hold those words close to our heart. And we keep our friends and our family in our thoughts, our loved ones in our thoughts, and we keep our leaders in our thoughts, that they are making the best choices, the best decisions to keep us all safe and to unite us and bring us together as one. And we know if we want to see that type of unity, if we want to see that type of peace and togetherness in the world, we know it starts with each and every one of us choosing that peace, choosing that unity, choosing that togetherness right here, right now. And we are grateful for that opportunity. In the name and in the nature of all that is, and so it is. Amen. So how many people are grateful today? How many people are thankful today? Yeah, good. We got like 100%, right? Now, let me ask you, would you still be grateful if you woke up today and someone had stolen your car? Yeah. No. Oh, your lap. Has anyone ever had their car stolen? It is the weird. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's a weird feeling when you go out to get in your car and you look and it's not in the space that you put it in. It's a weird feeling, right? But could you still be grateful if that happened? You can. You can, right? Would you be grateful that if someone robbed your house and stole all your food? Would you still be thankful this morning? Would you? Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? But you can be, can't you? Yeah. Some people don't have any food in the first place, but they're still grateful and they're still thankful. Right? So what does it take to be in a state of gratefulness, in a state of being thankful? Is it the things that happen out there? It's not the things that happen out there. It's coming from you. Are you choosing to be grateful? no matter what happens out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it isn't upsetting when things happen out there, but you can choose gratefulness. You can choose to be thankful regardless of what happens. How do we do that? How do we live in a state of gratefulness, in a state of being thankful no matter what's happening? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to talk about 3 ways we can do that. The first one is this: recognize the good. There's good happening all the time in your life, even amongst the chaos. There's good. And here's the second thing: seek peace. Why do you think we sing that song today? Seek peace. You want to live a life of being thankful, of being grateful? Seek peace in all facets of your life. And the third thing is this: live by natural law. Live by the natural. Nature is already working, and we are, of course, part of nature. You do know that, right? We're a part of that thing. We're a part of all that is, the whole universe. Live by these natural laws of nature, and we're going to talk about what that is, too. So first, recognize the good. I love this quote: train your mind to see the good in everything. I'm going to say that one again. Train your mind to see the good in everything. Can you do that? Can you do that? Are y'all awake this morning? I gotta wake you guys up. You can do that, right? You can train your mind to see the good, right? Now, here's the thing. You know what's really easy to see? The bad. That's easy, isn't it? That's why this quote is so powerful. It's easy to see the negative stuff. That's all over the place. Our minds quickly go to that. But to see the good, you gotta do a little digging. You gotta do a little work sometimes. You gotta train your mind to see the good. I'll share this with you. Back in 2020, everybody remember 2020? Nobody forgets that, right? 2020, I was standing on the start line of the Houston Marathon, January, 50,000 people to run the Houston Marathon. We all ran it. Everything was fine. 2 months later, a month later in February, there was rumblings of some kind of virus going around at my job. On March of 2020, I was at home working on a laptop because they sent us all home. Anybody remember stuff like that happening? 2020, sent us home, boom, just like that. May 2020, I'll never forget, it was May 29th. It was my brother's birthday. I log off for lunch at home, working at home. It's COVID, all the things are going on. I come back from lunch, and I can't get back in the system. I'm like calling IT, and then I start getting text messages and calls from other people. They had let us go. Yeah, they let us go. That's how they let us go. We couldn't get back in after lunch. This happened, right? And then, but I learned from that. I decided right then, I said, you know what? I'm going full in on my business, my speaking, my music. I'm not going back to the corporate world, right? And I did for about 3 years. I did pretty solid, right? But I learned from the experience. So I look back on the experience and I see the good in what happened in that, right? Even though it was hurt. I was hurt, right? That was my livelihood, my job, right? But I still seeked to find the good in it, and I found it, right? I became a much better business person outside of that because of that. Did anybody learn new things during COVID? You had to, right? You had to. So I'm seeking the good in the situation, and we can all do that. I can go back to me long time ago when I used to be a drinker. I used to drink all the time, every night of the week, right? And then I've moved on from that now. I don't drink anymore. 16 years, I don't drink anymore, right? But I can look back on that. Thank you. Yeah. I don't need the applause, but it's good. I'll take them. Now I've learned from that. I seek the good in who the person I was at that time and who the person I am now. I've grown from that. So I'm seeking the good in that and learning from it. We can do this. We can train our minds to see the good in the situation, even when it didn't feel good or look good at the time. And I'm grateful for those experiences. So now I look back on getting laid off and I'm not mad about it. I'm grateful for the experience. You see what I'm saying? I look back on my years as a party and a drink, and I'm not mad about it or embarrassed about it. I'm grateful of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you with me? So I'm grateful for it now, because now I can help other people who may be using alcohol, things like that. I can talk to them and I can go to where they are. I'm grateful that I can do that. I'm training my mind to see the good. And I'm grateful for the experience. That's what we all can do. Can you do that is the question. Can you do that? All right, that's what I want you guys to be thinking about today. All right, we got to choose to see what's good. It's easy always to see what's wrong. Recognize the good in everything in our lives. There's some practices I'm going to show for you here. I love this. I was studying for this talk. The 3 good things exercise. Anyone ever heard of this? Okay, before you go to bed at night, write down 3 good things that happen. That's simple. Can you do that at night? Before you go to bed, because you know what's easy to do? Talk about in your head all the bad things that happen. But you got to do a little work to find the good things, don't you? So force yourself, your mind, to sit down and say, what are 3 good things that happen today? This is helping you find a reason to be grateful, a reason to be thankful. Write down things that you are thankful for every single day. I want you to practice that. Think about that, right? Tune into your physical senses, how you're feeling, right? Take your shoes off and walk barefoot on the ground. That is such a beautiful experience, a grounding experience right there to just calm yourself down. You want to get into a state of being grateful and thankful? Take your shoes off. Not right now. Not right now. Do it later. Do it outside. Go home. Do it then. Not right now. We don't want all that here. But yes, and just calm yourself down. Sometimes just look for the ordinary things that happen in life. Just the ordinary things can get you to remind yourself of being grateful. Just a simple walk in the park or a comfortable couch and watching your favorite TV show or listening to your favorite music can get you to be thankful for just the little things. Maybe it's just a little bit of peace and quiet. Yeah, that's how you can be thankful. Just remember those little things in your life. When we recognize the good that's everywhere in our lives, in between all the chaos, when we recognize that good, then we're experiencing it. We're finding a way to be grateful and to be thankful all the time. And that's where we want to be. That's where we want to be. Second thing is this. Let's seek peace. Search for ways to be peaceful. Isn't it really easy to not be peaceful, especially today? It's so easy. You turn on social media, the internet, the news. It seems like nobody's peaceful. Right? So that's why it's the same thing. You got to search for it. You got to work for it. But where does peace begin? Oh, come on. We just sang the song. I heard it. Come on. Where does peace begin? With us. It begins with me. It doesn't begin with those people. When those people do it, then I'll be peaceful. No. It doesn't work that way. Peace begins with me. So we have to seek peace. I love this quote. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. You can't find peace by avoiding life. So you can only find peace by going within. Life be lifing, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? Somebody know what I mean out there. Life be lifing. Yeah. But you can find peace when you go within, not look out there. That's how you do it. So practice those things to calm yourself down. I love it. We were just doing meditation, right? I think it was funny because I almost lost my peace when that music came on. I was like, where's that music coming from? That was funny. But just know that was a perfect example. And then I said, you know what? That's funny. I don't think it's ever happened before, Rob. I don't know what that was. But anyway, it's something going on up here. But yeah, that's it. And then find that peace. Bring yourself back to that peace. Calm your mind. That's why when I'm doing meditation, I always bring that up. Relax your mind. Calm your mind. That's a place. That's getting you to a place of being in peace. And that's where we want to be. I love this. One of the things you can do is release control. How many things can you control? Oh, good. I don't see any hands raised. Oh, the hand saying 0 is good. That's right. But there are some things you can control. You know what they are? Yourself. How you can't control what happens, but you can control how you react to what happens, right? So the thing you can't control is somebody else, right? But how do we get outside of peace? Attempting to control what someone else is going to do, right? Attempting to control what someone else is going to do with their life or why they did it. That brings you outside of a state of peace. So if you want to get back to that peace, release control. I'll share this with you. My son is 30 years old now. When he was 16 or 17, I can't remember the year, he came home from high school with a full tattoo across his chest. And no, he was not allowed to get this tattoo. So we lost it for a little bit there. But you can't do anything about it now, right? It's already there. So we talked to him, told him he couldn't do it. And then he became an adult, 18, and now he's got a full back tattoo. He's got a full sleeve on his arm, more over here. He's got something like right. He doesn't have the neck, but he has something like right here. And so when he was like 18, 19, 20, I was like, man, T, his name's Terrence. I'm like, you can't get a tattoo like that and this. You're not going to be able to get a good job. I'm trying to tell him all these things. You're not going to be able to do it. You know what? None of that matters. None of those tattoos. You know why? Because in today's world, the CEOs, the people who own the businesses, guess what? They got tattoos too. All that worrying I was trying to control what he was doing as an adult. He was like 20 at the time. None of that mattered. He's got a great job. He's responsible. He takes care of his bills. And he got a whole bunch of tattoos, just like all the other kids his age. None of it mattered. I had to release my wanting to control, right? He's grown. He's 30. And none of it mattered. I had all these worries about what's going to happen because he's got tattoos. None of it. Nothing happened. He's fine, right? I had to release the control. There's what we can do is control what we do. There's a book that I read called The Other 8 Hours. Anyone ever heard of that? It's a book called The Other 8 Hours, and it's a basic concept of this. We have 24 hours in a day, and we work for 8 hours, we sleep for 8 hours on average. So the other 8 hours, what do we do with those? Are you learning something new? Are you finding a way to bring yourself back to peace? Are you experiencing gratefulness? Or are you spending time on the internet arguing with people, right? What are you doing? We can control what we do with those other 8 hours. Not what other people do, but we can control what we do with those other 8 hours. So I want you to think about, what are you doing with your other 8 hours? If you want to bring yourself into a place of peace, concentrate on that 8 hours and figure out what you're doing. Other ways you can bring yourself to peace is men relationships. I talk about this all the time. If you've got a family member, a friend, and you're not talking for whatever reason, men knows. I literally had a conversation last night with someone. It comes up all the time because it's a big point of mine is we are not promised tomorrow. We're not. We don't know what's going to happen next. So if you got somebody that you love and for some reason you're not talking, mend those relationships. You want to bring yourself back. You want to bring that relationship back to peace. Talk to them now. Go ahead and extend the olive branch, right? Because we're not promised tomorrow. Just mend the relationship and keep it moving. Keep moving forward. Another thing you can do is listen more. Listen more, right? Don't just listen, get ready to talk. Actually listen. Listen to understand as one of our 12 unity principles, right? Understanding. Listen to understand. We got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? We're supposed to listen more than we speak. Listen to understand. You want to bring yourself back to peace? Listen more. Of course we have differences. We know that, especially now. But if we all just did a little more listening to understand, it would change our world. It would change our world for a better place. Speak kind words to people. Choose to lift people up. Choose to lift people up. Right? You want to bring yourself to a place of gratefulness? Start speaking more kind words to people. It's so easy to tear people down, but it's so much more unique if you lift people up. Yeah. That can bring you to a place of peace, and that'll get you to a place of being grateful for all that is. Can we do that? Can we lift people up? I know we do it here, right? Can you do it? Oh, there we go. I want to hear you. I need you. You can do it, right? I want you to go out. I want you to think about that and do that this week. Do it today. Start lifting people up on purpose. Right? Third thing you can do, if you want to Be in gratefulness. Be in a state of thankfulness all the time and find the things to be thankful for. Is live by natural law. I love this. I love it. It's a natural law. You receive as much as you give. You receive as much as you give. Do you know what I mean when I say that? The more you give, it's just the way the universe works. Now, you don't get it back from the person or the thing you gave it to. It doesn't work that way. It just comes back in other ways. It may look very different, but it comes back. I joke about this all the time. I'll give to something, whatever, whether it's a person on the side of the road or a football team or whatever at Publix, whatever it is, right? And then sooner or later, something will happen. I was literally helping my mom move yesterday. Yeah. And we were doing work for the move a week ago. So a week ago, I was at her house. And my mom's always, I talk about my mom all the time. So I'm helping her do things at the house. This was prior to yesterday. Yesterday was the big move. But prior to that, we're doing the house. We're putting stuff away, boxing stuff up. And I get ready to leave. I've been over there a few hours helping her out. And she hands me an envelope with money in it. And this is a ritual. Maybe you guys go, ritual. I say no. She says take it. I say no. She says take it. I say okay. Anybody else go through that? Okay, I'm not, right? It happens. Okay, I'm not the only one, right? So and then she goes, it's for gas money. And I say, Mom, I drive an EV. I don't need gas money, right? But she's going to do it anyway. I say that to say just that when you give, it comes back to you. It's going to come back to you in some way. It's always coming back. So when I say live by natural law, when you give, you're going to see it come back to you all the time. And if you want to experience this more, by natural law, I say this. If we just did this, what if we all just concentrated on the well-being of others? What if we just said, in my life, I want to make sure that I'm concentrating that everybody their well-being is taken care of. What if we did that? What if we decided that's what we want? What'd you say? No. I didn't say give money. I said the well-being. Well-being. Just you want the well-being. You want people to be well, right? You want them to be well, right? I love that. If you do that, you are focusing on people being taken care of. Not necessarily you have to take care of them, but people being taken care of. People respecting people's rights, right? Right? Not taking away someone else's rights, things of that nature. I'm saying if we focused on that, we're living by natural law. Simple things, right? Being non-aggressive, not looking for the fight. It's easy to look for the fight. When I say fight, I mean fight on the internet, not physical fight, although that happens too sometimes, right? I mean, stop looking for the thing to get you upset. Anybody ever go through social media looking for something to argue at? Or you know somebody, not anyone here, of course. I mean, you know somebody that does that. That's what I'm saying. They just look at, you ever type something on the internet and you can tell one person couldn't wait for you to type it so they can argue with you, right? Yeah. If you don't know that, you might be that person if you don't know somebody, but it's probably somebody you know, right? Choose to be non-aggressive. Choose to not look for the fight. Go back to what I was talking about before. Seek peace. Choose to do that instead. You're living by natural law when you do this. Choose to speak truth. Choose to speak truth. You don't have to be mean or argue with somebody, but choose to speak truth. That's living by natural law. Choose to do that. Right? We can all do that if we choose to. We can all start saying, I'm gonna live in truth and I'm gonna speak truth. Right? I'm gonna honor the things that are true in my life. I love this. I wanted to bring this up. I was prepared for this talk. Use the laws of logic when you are evaluating your life. These are so powerful. Use the laws of logic. It's so powerful. The law of identity, the law of non-contradiction, the law of excluded middle, the law of identity. Whatever it is, it is. It can't be something else, right? Think about these things are so. When you apply the laws of logic to your life, it will change the way you may have seen things before. The law of identity, the law of non-contradiction. A statement cannot be both true and not true at the same time. If you're looking at something, if it's saying that, something's wrong. Something's wrong. If someone's telling you that yeah, it is this and it's not this at the same time. No. Something's wrong. right? The law of excluded middle, right? A statement is either true or false. There's no option in between, right? If you start applying the laws of logic to the way you view your life, you're going to start seeing things. I've looked back on a lot of things that I used to believe in and see and say, when you apply the laws of logic to it, that's not working anymore for me. I have to change the way I'm seeing it, right? This is living by natural law. I always challenge myself, and I challenge everyone anytime I'm speaking, I'll say, always challenge yourself. Why do I believe what I believe? How do I know what I know? You should ask yourself those questions every single day. Why do I believe what I believe? How do I know what I know? Challenge yourself. If you want to get to that state of gratefulness, live by natural law. And then nurture your family bonds, as we were talking about earlier as well. Your friends, your family, spend time with your family and friends. That's living by natural law. We work this way through evolution. This is how we work. The whole universe is this way. We're working together because we're a part of all that's living by natural law. Once you understand that, that's something to be grateful for. You're a part of this. You didn't come from somewhere else. You are this. We are this. We are the universe, right? That's something to be thankful for. If you want to spend your time being thankful, spend your time being grateful as much as possible, then do this. Recognize the good that's already happening in your life. Recognize the good that's already happened. It's there. You just got to dig for it a little bit. Seek peace. Seek peace in your life. It's there, but you got to dig for it a little bit, right? And then live by natural law. Understand that you are a part of all that is, and what's happening is happening exactly the way it's supposed to happen, and you are a part of it all. When we recognize the power that lives within us, we can recognize how we can be grateful and thankful for all that is. And when we do that, it's going to change our lives. And if we go out into the world and do that, it's going to change our world. And that's what we're here to do. My name is T.Y. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you today. Remember, the time is always now. Thank you.